just felt like I was completely fucking drowning. So I locked in on 3 things. In the span of 2 weeks, I was down 30 fucking bands. I had no idea what to do. No plan, no nothing. This isn't just like a regular Q&A, man. This is my full story.
But it's different story, man.
But then, in fucking high school, like a lot of things shifted too. I went from being kind of this popular kid to a popular loner, you could say. I vividly remember this. I mapped out everything that it would take to fucking become a doctor. But then I looked at the risk to reward ratio. I just realized that, yo, damn, this shit isn't worth it. So okay. Let's start with your brain here. Toxic relationships are like a drug. And I spent a year stacking all that bread only to lose it all in 12 days. I was down to my last 9K in my account. But in that moment of desperation is when my mind started working overtime. I saw this opportunity and that's when I realized like, yo, like, I'm not gonna just do a promposal. I'm gonna stage the biggest one anyone has ever seen. And I was like, and everyone like, and yo, out of all people, fucking Drake sees this and likes one of these posts. So dream big. Actually, scratch that. Dream so big it scares the shit out of you.
I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find the love within. I came back to let you know.
Okay, so 25K, man, we here, huh? I know this video is long overdue, but here we are. And boy, did you guys have some questions for moi. Variety of them too. Some deep ones, some wild ones. Some that made me wonder how you even came up with them. But, you know what? I'm gonna answer all of them. All of them. From the breakups, to the hustle, to the promposal. Yes, we're going there. So this isn't just like a regular Q&A, man. This is like my full spill. This is my full story.
It's different story, man.
I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna give y'all the full spill.
Real universal truth, motherfucking.
But before we get into it, make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, and make sure you
ring the bell
so you never miss an upload. And most importantly, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that share button, you know what to do. But with that being said, without further ado, sit back, grab your popcorn, and let's get straight into it, man. So first up, we got...
We know you as this ambitious, driven creator. But let's rewind for a moment. How would you describe your school and academic journey? Was it always clear you were heading down this path?
That's a great question. So I'll take you guys all the way from the jump. So, bro, to be honest, I'd say my whole school journey was like a fucking roller coaster, bro. From like kindergarten to like grade 8, I'd say life was perfect. You know, I went to great schools, had amazing teachers, and I was just like that kid, you know, captain of every sports team, straight A's. I had a gala manager boy, like I had everything in a headlock, bro. And academically speaking, I'd say I was pretty gifted. I don't think I ever got anything below like an A-, but honestly, I don't think it was just like smarts, like, and like just like genetic, like, you know, like genetically being gifted and shit. I was always a very resourceful kid. Like, for example, in grade 7 and 8, when I wanted to get into the IB program, which is basically like some like super competitive kind of like fast track program that's it's just basically like university in high school. So when I wanted to get into that program, like I did everything in my power to make sure my grades were perfect, bro. And it wasn't just me, like I had the whole school behind me, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like a fucking whole group effort. Because like, for example, some of the tests, they were marked by the students. Like, you know, the teacher wouldn't mark all of them. And let's say my friendships with the girls that were marking the test, they just made sure that my grades were always high. Like even if I fucked up, like bro, they just scribbled it off, like write the right answer, you know what I'm saying? And when I actually got accepted into IB, it was a proud moment for like the whole school, bro, because legit everyone wanted me to get in. And like when the teacher announced my name, bro, holy fuck, bro, you would think like I'm winning the goddamn Olympic gold medal the way that I felt, bro. And at that time, I was like, yo, bro, like life is peak. I got everything figured out. But then came fucking high school. Bro, I went from cruising my whole life to 90s to failing my first ever fucking test. And bro, that shit hit me like a fucking truck, bro. Because I'd gone from being naturally at the top of every single one of my classes to then being in a room surrounded by kids like who aren't just like book smart, bro, but they got like solid study habits. And like I didn't have that shit because I never needed it before. But like now I'm in IB competing with kids who had tutors, strategies, and like cheat codes. While I'm on the other side fucking grinding Khan Academy till 2 a.m. trying to fucking teach myself trigonometry. And bro, that shit was just not working. My grades just, especially math, bro, just fully fucking tanked. Like, bro, math was dead ass my number one op, bro. But luckily, like, the other subjects weren't like too difficult, and I actually like enjoyed it a little bit. For example, like history and like digital arts. Like, I rip it in those classes, and like fucking. And yeah, bro, digital arts, Miss Jamil, bro, shout out to her. That class was actually amazing, bro. It was just all about like, digital arts, you know? Photoshop, photography, photo editing, retouching, like all that kind of stuff. And I ended up with like a 98, I think. And that's when I realized, I was like, yo, damn, bro, like this shit's pretty fun. And I'm pretty good at this creative shit. So that was, yeah, like from an academic perspective, that's what that was. And then we look at it from like a social perspective. Like a lot of things shifted too. I went from being kind of this popular kid to a popular loner, you could say. Like I still knew everyone and everyone knew me, but I didn't really fit in anywhere because the IB kids were out here fucking playing like chess and ping pong during lunch, and you know, that wasn't my cup of tea at the time. And like the rest of the crowd, they were just doing like regular, like degenerate high school shit. So I was like, yo, like, where the fuck do I go? You feel me? So I honestly just spent my time, like, bro, both headphones in, like 24/7, just studying music, bro. Just listening to music, studying music, and just like kind of focusing on myself, really. And luckily, I ended up making it on the basketball team, which was like my saving grace, bro, because like those practices during lunch is like the only thing that kept me sane. I promise I would have fucking probably crashed down and lost my mind. But even there, like, bro, I was getting trampled on by a bunch of fucking like swole ass black dudes, bro. And I was like, yo, damn, bro, like I need to get some fucking like muscle on me, bro. Like I'm getting fucked over here. So like the days that I didn't have practices, I started hopping the school fence and going to the gym next door. So like that whole time, it was just like, bro, it was me, my music, and a motherfucking hustle, man. So then like a year and a half goes by, and then COVID hits. And bro, honestly, that was the best thing that could happen to me, personally speaking. You know, like it amplified all my alone time, and it gave me space to just like think, bro. Like all the go just kind of just slowed down. And I was like, all right, yo, like what the fuck is up? So I vividly remember this. I was like 15, 16, and I mapped out everything that it would take to fucking become a doctor, bro. Because like I always wanted to be one, but I got plenty of doctors in my family. Like I got nothing against them personally, you know. It was just a goal that I always aspired to be. But then I looked at all the level of sacrifice that it required. Like, bro, I'm doing all this for like 500K. That too in like, bro, like my late 30s. Bro, like I just felt scammed, bro. You know, like a lot of people try to say, oh, like I'm trying to be a doctor for like yada 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 reasons. But bro, 95% of these motherfuckers just want the bag. But I'm motherfuckers, bro. I just wanted the bag. I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. But then I looked at the risk to reward ratio. I was like, yo, this shit don't add up. And that realization, like, fucking crushed me, bro. Because something that I looked forward to my whole life, I just realized that, yo, damn, this shit isn't worth it. And I was just lost, bro. So then I started thinking about, like, yo, what do I actually, like, enjoy, I'd say? So then, bro, like, I've always kind of just been obsessed with, like, streetwear, hypewear, like Jordans, and you know, like my first ever hustle was actually like bootlegging, making my own like custom Supreme tees and shit, bro, when I was like 9, 10 years old. So then COVID came by, and it was kind of just like it reignited that old passion, you could say, and it gave like that streetwear market a boost because everyone had more money. So yeah, bro, I just started flipping like some used shoes, you know, like I'd bought this fucking little container of Jason Mark, and I would just like get a toothbrush and I just scrub these old shoes clean, and I just flip them for like 20, 30 bucks here and there, and that's how Staydripped was born, you know. But then by grade 11, like I progressed it, it grew, and it grew into like a proper functioning business, you know, and I was making more money than my fucking teachers. And then I was like, all right, like I don't want to be a doctor, like I'm making more money than my teachers. I couldn't help but think like, yo, what the fuck am I doing here, bro? However, I still didn't have like enough like proof of concept to be like, alright, yo, fuck this, like I'm out. So I had to just kind of split my time between the business and school. So I was like, alright, yo, fuck it, like I'm gonna lock in, I'm gonna give school one last shot, you know? Brother, I sat at the front of every single class. Like I would literally study 5-6 hours a day. I was emailing the teachers questions, grinding, understanding every single detail. But bro, all that effort, even with all that fucking effort, I still couldn't crack the system, bro. And I'm like, holy fuck. Like I was like questioning, am I really like this dumb, bro? But then I would look at these fucking IB kids, bro, and these guys are scamming this shit too, bro. These guys just have the old test banks and they're just literally running through the tests. And these lazy ass teachers don't give a fuck to update them. And bro, that completely demoralized me, bro. And I was like, you know what, bro? It's not me that's failing. It's the fucking system that's failing me. So in that second semester, bro, I switched tactics. I'm like, bro, if they could cheat, so could I, bro. So I put every ounce of my fucking nerd energy into finessing the fuck out of this shit, bro. And I literally went from goddamn 50s and 60s to almost all 98s, bro. And that validated the fuck out of me because I was like, I knew I wasn't fucking dumb, bro. But then I also knew the truth. I was like, yo, if this is what the fuck it takes to win, like, shit, bro. Like, I think I'm cooked. Like, I don't think school is for me, bro. So then, yo, once I got those credits, I kicked it. I switched on to fucking, like, virtual school. I got all the remaining credits that I needed. And then, yo, before that grade 12 year even started, like, yeah, I basically graduated on my own terms. And holy fuck, bro, I actually need to go find that fucking transcript because if you look at it, it's just like, bro, it's like 50, 50, like 60, and then like 98, 96, or whatever the fuck it is, you know? But I started to technically enroll in classes. Like, I wasn't like technically graduated. I had all the credits, but yeah, like after that grade 11 year though, I don't think I stepped foot into the school again. Actually, until I had to take my graduation picture, and that was basically it. So yeah, that ended my high school career basically right there. But yo, when I look back at it though, like my whole school journey, I would say it's not just about academics, but it was more so just trying to figure out who I am and like how I can make the most out of my skills, you know? And the biggest lesson it taught me was, you know, sometimes you don't fit into the system because you're meant to build your own. And that's what I ended up doing.
Looking back, it sounds like your academic journey was anything but typical. So that makes me wonder, do you ever feel like you missed out by not going to university?
Bro, 9 in a million years, man. Like that whole uni experience, bro, that wasn't for me, man. Like I realized that like very early because like I was at these university parties and I was like, what, like 16 thanks to like my older cousins. And it was basically a crash course of everything that I didn't want to be, you know? Drinking, partying, like chatting to big gal, like sure it was fun for like 5 minutes, but bro, it gets old very fucking fast. And like bro, it just felt so meaningless. You know, like most people go to university because they're just following the script that society hands them. They're not asking themselves like, like what do I really want, you know? Instead, they're in a system designed to churn out workers, not thinkers. And if you actually look at the Prussian model of education, which is like heavily, like that's what like modern schooling is heavily influenced by, you'll find Mr. John D. Rockefeller had a major role to play. And you know, take this in. This is the same man that once said, we need a nation of workers, not thinkers. So you let me know what you think about that, you know? And honestly, like, he got what the fuck he wanted. Most people graduate at 9 to 5, and then, no, like, most people graduate, and they just go into the 9 to 5 grind, stuck in this, like, cycle that they didn't even fucking choose. And I spent, like, a lot of time, even when I went to these parties, bro, like, I was just talking to people who were, like, chasing ambitious careers, you know, like, doctors and lawyers, and I could just see how their enthusiasm was just steadily fading, bro. And it wasn't about education. Like that's not what school is about, bro. It's just about molding people to fit into like a cookie cutter fucking system. And I could see these people that had like all this spark in them. School was just draining it, bro. And I'm just sitting there like, yo, that's how they get you, you know? And dude, the truth is, only a small percentage of people at university and college surround themselves with like-minded and driven individuals. Bro, the other 90% are just NPCs going through the motions, bro. And I could just see myself like, bro, like I just like yo, there's no way like I couldn't see myself in that environment, you know, just slowly losing my ambition. And you know, sure, like bro, university came with like sacrifices, but like to be honest, I didn't see him as sacrifices because all that shit was just nonsense. Like I've always valued my goals and independence like more than all of that fucking noise. You know what I'm saying?
It's clear that skipping university didn't stop you from carving your own path. So, what was the turning point? What inspired you to do what you do?
I wouldn't necessarily call it like inspiration. Like it was some sort of like grand epiphany. To be honest, it was like it's like primitive fucking survival, bro. Like I just had this hunger that was born out of just like sheer deprivation. And it's not like deprivation of love or opportunity, but just options, bro. Like growing up in an immigrant family, I saw like my parents hustle every fucking day just to keep us afloat. And like nothing was ever handed to us. So if you wanted something, you had to go hustle for it. And that's a mindset that I learned as a youngin'. So relating that back to my identity crisis that I had in like high school, you know, like this like smart kid who went from like acing everything to getting goddamn 60s, and this feeling of like, yo, I just like, bro, who am I? You know, I just completely lost myself. And then to make matters worse, bro, puberty hit me like a fucking truck. I went from like, I don't know, like 5'11" to like 6'3", and I looked like a goddamn malnourished giraffe, bro. I was literally 6'3", 110 pounds, scrawny as fuck, no facial hair, gap teeth, fucking ugly ass glasses, like acne everywhere, bro. My confidence was just like fucking shattered. And I was like this awkward, struggling mess of a kid trying to figure out who the hell he was. And just, oh my God, bro, I remember feeling so fucking broken, bro. And then, like, at first, I had nothing but raw motivation and insecurity, bro. No plan, no direction. Just this fucking burning need to fix everything, bro. Hated the way I looked. Bro, I found any way to sneak into the gym. Bro, I get weekly passes, fake names. Like, bro, you name it, I fucking probably done it, bro. Like, my teeth were ugly. I couldn't afford braces, bro. I researched alternatives, bro. There was this thing called, like, Smile Direct Club. Even though it was proper affordable, bro, like, that $300 a month, like, chill, that was out of budget for our family, you know? And I just kept trying to find different ways out because, like, I couldn't stand just being stuck and, like, powerless to fucking do nothing, you know? And bro, like a huge thing like had to be money too because like in high school, like where my high school was is like right next to like A&W, which is just a burger joint. And yo, back then all I had was like, you know, I'd get like $30 a month. So bro, like I'd save up like I'd find these coupons online and yo, I'd stretch that $30 like across the whole month, bro. Like, you know, $5 chubby chicken combo here, bro, $12 combo if I wanted to really ball out. But then you're like, yo, back then, like my motivations were simple, bro. Like hit the gym, fix my teeth, and be able to afford something other than fucking some cold ass soggy Maggie that I'm eating every single day. And like at that time, that was just like, you know, like my version of making it. So pair that with me realizing like, yo, I can't wait till I'm fucking 35, like working as a doctor to finally make some money, bro. Like I need something like right now, you know. And obviously like that's what gave birth to fucking Staydripped. And like just spending hours like cleaning up like beat up ass shoes, like, you know, for a couple bucks profit. Like bro, my hands were turning into goddamn prunes from scrubbing for so long, but yo, I didn't give a fuck because making that $500 a month, bro, like you couldn't tell me I'm not a millionaire, bro. Like, and that simple hunger just fueled everything, bro. And then again, because I'm me, I decided to pivot again, you know. Like I sat my entire family down, aunts, uncles, cousins, like all these high-ranking professionals, bro, doctors, IT execs. I looked them dead in the face. I was like, yo, listen, I'm not gonna be a doctor. I'm gonna be a professional fucking Fortnite player. Bro, imagine that conversation. Like they're all sitting there trying to process, how did this kid go from getting 90s and talk about med school to now talk about fucking cranking 90s for a fucking living, bro? Like everyone was in just like disbelief, you know. And I know they didn't say it, but they were all like, bro, this kid fucking lost it. But I didn't give a fuck, bro. I went all in. And I failed. But yo, that's the thing about me. Failure has never broken me. Like, I've never cared about what's expected because no one's expectations of me are greater than my expectations of myself. And no matter what the fuck the circumstances, I've always bet on me. Brick by fucking brick, no matter how ridiculous it looks, it's always been my way forward. And like, bro, Fortnite wasn't the dream, and neither was being a doctor. Like, what I was chasing at the time, and like what I'm still chasing to this day, is fucking freedom. Just the right to live life on my own terms. And like people love to romanticize ambition, inspiration, and call it a gift. But it's not. It's a weapon. It's like a sword. And the difference between those who win and those who don't is simple. Some people sharpen it and others let it rust. Bro, I wake up every day knowing that I have to keep moving forward. Not because I want to, bro, but because standing still, stagnancy, comfort, that's my real enemy. So when someone asks me like, yo, what inspired you? Bro, life gave me no choice. And what keeps me going? The hunger. And it never leaves. It just grows. And it's like they say, l'appétit vient en mangeant, which means appetite only comes with eating.
Speaking of inspiration, your playlist videos have really resonated with your audience. Why do you think those unorganized playlists hit so hard?
You know, I think it just taps into something about the way that everyone connects with music. Like, everyone talks about the algorithm like it knows us inside out, but bro, honestly, how is an algorithm supposed to track someone with such a diverse taste? Bro, if you looked at my like goddamn playlist history, you think, yo, how does this guy go from Brahms and Mozart to Morgan Wallen and fucking Kanye? Like, what box do you put that in? And the answer is, you don't. And I think that's what people relate to because no one's taste fits into like a neat little category. And that's the beauty of music. It's personal and unpredictable, and it's not always about what someone should listen to or always about what's trending. People don't like music shoved down their throats. They want to explore and decide for themselves, like, yo, okay, like, yo, this is cool, like, I like this beat, or yo, that's weird, like, but I kind of dig it. And I think that's why my playlist just works. It doesn't force a narrative, it's just raw and random. And I think randomness is a reflection of how people just actually consume music. And it's the same way someone will be like, all right, I'm listening to Lil Baby in the gym, but then on the way back, I'm listening to Frank Ocean, you know? And it's because we're complex people and our emotions and energies, they always just shift. So we want music that shifts with it. And in this day and age, like, we can do that. And I think my playlists are simply just a mirror for people's own moods and tastes, like, and then you combine that with some like creative visuals and wordplay with the songs, and now people are connecting to the story that like I put behind why the songs are there. And now it becomes more than just like a playlist. It's an experience. You feel me? That's why I think they work.
That creative touch you bring to your playlists clearly shows how much you understand what resonates with people. So it makes me wonder, if you've got that level of connection and creativity, why haven't you dropped some new Staydripped yet?
No, brother. Well, like, the short answer is like, because if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. When I started Staydripped, like in the start, I was just focused on quick wins, flipping new sneakers, flipping used clothes, making $20 profit here, $50 profit here, $100 there, then expanding that to thousands of dollars, and even moving into tens of thousands of dollars selling luxury garments. And like, yeah, that hustle kept me going. But over time, like through all those years, I realized something that completely shifted my perspective. You can't build lasting success by marketing your way out of a mediocre product. I could choose to spend 2 to 3 months designing a drop, like curating a few pieces, and then spending like 6 months to a year trying to sell them with great marketing, or try to create some virality or bring a shit ton of attention to the brand like the promposal did. And, like, clearly it fucking works, but what I learned was the power of putting in more time up front to then create a product so good that it markets itself. Now, like, imagine I spent 2 to 3 years on trying to create truly exceptional products. Bro, I wouldn't have to spend a dime on marketing. The quality and the products would speak for themselves. And then the customers who buy would just come back on their own and then bring others along with them. And that's like the same thing that goes on, like, it's like the same rule that applies for reputation. Like early on, I was just trying to like chase sales, you know, trying to keep the lights on. Every single month, I'd hustle to find like 10, 20, 30 new customers, only to have to do it all over again every single fucking month. But that's what I learned. Like if you focus on building relationships instead of just trying to make these quick sales, you don't need to start from scratch every time. Like when a customer trusts your brand, they're not just like buying a hoodie or a shirt, bro. They're buying into your vision, and then they stick with you, and then they bring others along for that ride. And that's just how you build something that compounds. And you can't do that if it's just about like quick hits and quick wins. And like Staydripped isn't about a quick drop or chasing trends, yo. Like I've been there, like I done that. Now I have a greater vision with it, you know? It's about creating something with longevity, like creating products that don't just look good, but they feel good. Like that makes people want to constantly just come back over and over and over again. But that takes time, you know, like it takes intention and patience. And honestly, like that's a big reason why I haven't dropped it, because like I don't want to release something for the sake of it, you know? I want to build something that like literally the same thing. Like once you buy, bro, you just keep coming back over and over and over again. And that's the lesson here. Like fast money, it just the quick money, the faster you get it, bro, the faster it goes. But a great product and a strong reputation, that's forever. So Staydripped will drop when it's ready, you know, and when it's ready to be more than just any other brand. I'm gonna just drop this shit when it's built to fucking last, you know? That's that.
We know Staydripped is just one part of what you've built. Let's expand on that. What businesses are you running these days?
So I have 3 babies.
23, 22 baby mother. Real bad man.
I have Foresight, which is my production and advertising company. Staydripped, my clothing brand, and then just my personal content channels, which is like this, like YouTube. And I've just learned the hard way more than once that, like, you know, trying to juggle everything all at once, it doesn't work. It's like the saying, you know, the hunter that hunts 2 rabbits catches neither. Like when you're just spread so thin, nothing can grow to its fullest potential. So like for the last, like after I like, you know, built up my TikTok, I just decided to lock in on one thing, pour my time, all my energy, all my resources into one thing. And that focus has just been the key to just building a strong foundation for everything else. So Foresight is what I've been building for these last few years, and it was just born after the promposal video took off, because that moment showed me the power of like media and like primarily social media. Like I created that video to sell like hoodies, but the hoodies sold out as a byproduct of the content. So the real product was the story, the narrative, the performance, and like the video itself, you know, the content. And that realization stuck with me. And at that point, like I had the gear, I saw the impact, and bro, I just naturally started landing like videography gigs and like social media gigs. So from there, Foresight was born. And like obviously in the early days, I didn't have the data or like the proof to show that I really understood social media and content creation. Like I just had some one stupidly viral video, but like yeah, once again, I went all the way in. I blew up that TikTok from like 5,000 followers to like 300,000 followers, and I racked up like what, I don't even know, like 150 million views on my page. And at the same time, I just kept taking you know, little side gigs to reinvest into Foresight and just to grow that business. But then I had to master the art of content creation across these different niches, and I wanted to build a business that wasn't just profitable, but it was bulletproof, you know, backed by data. It was backed by results and a deep fundamental understanding of how these platforms work and like what the consumer behavior is. So like at the time of recording this video, you know, like Foresight is running smoothly, you know, we got a solid financial foundation, got a team handling it day to day, but like bigger than the financial foundation, like the thing that I've been working so incredibly hard on is just trying to create the stability and the continuity in the business, bro. And it's just fucking finally there, man. And like that stability has allowed me to just shift my focus and my energy, and allowed me to just invest more time and energy into like my personal content, which is this, like YouTube, you know, without worrying about money because yo, I'm a businessman from the rip, so like money will always be a concern for me.
Businessman.
Now that Foresight has that taken care of from a revenue perspective, my goal on this isn't to fucking maximize like revenue, it's to maximize my ability to create the best videos possible because here's the truth. Money always follows undeniably good products. So create some fucking killer content, make some amazing shit, and the money will come following you. And then lastly, like I just told you guys, you know, Staydripped, that's something like that's gonna be coming to light in the near future when the timing is right. You know, I'll give it the same focus that I gave Foresight, but like what I need to do right now is focus on YouTube, you know. And I've learned that success always comes from playing the long game, building these good products, creating these relationships, and focusing on quality over these quick wins and shortcuts. So you always have to just make sure everything is done brick by brick, you know. But currently, right now, my goal is just maximizing the creative freedom that I built for myself and just ensuring that every project that I work on, that I touch, especially just YouTube videos, like they reflect that. You feel me? So YouTube is the main thing right now, for sure.
You've got a lot going on, no doubt, but your ambitions seem even bigger. So tell me, why is becoming a billionaire such a driving force for you?
Oh, this is a great question, man. Why is this so important? Well, like to be honest, it's not just like it's not about the money. It's not about the number of zeros in my bank account, the luxury, the freedom. Like, yeah, sure, it plays a part in it, but really and truly, all that is a mirage if you don't understand what it takes to get there. For me, the goal isn't just to be rich, it's to become the kind of person who earns that wealth. It's about the lessons learned, it's the character, it's the person that I will have to become, it's the hardships that I will have to endure. That's the real reward. And that's what I will be able to pass down. Without that, the money isn't a blessing, it's a fucking curse. And I believe that we're built to walk uphill. You know, the climb itself is what gives us purpose. And when you reach the top of that hill, you don't want to sit there sipping fucking pina coladas, enjoying the view. Like, that's not living, that's sleeping. You want to spot the next hill and go higher and like challenge yourself further and just continue that climb again because bro, almost all the positive emotions that we feel, the enthusiasm, the ambition, the drive, like all that just comes from like a meaningful goal that's just out of reach, you know? And without it, we stagnate. And here's the thing, the struggle is the whole point. If I were designing a man that I wanted to be, I wouldn't put him through easy times or quick wins. I would throw him straight into the fire. I would make him lift weights heavier than he can handle, make him chase goals that are just out of reach and break himself down to just rebuild stronger. And I believe that's how you create someone who's not just rich, but resilient, wise, and fucking unstoppable. So like when I'm going through hard times, like bro, making this video, I have been up for now almost 48 hours and I've slept fucking 6-7 hours. Like when I'm going through these hard times, I just remind myself like I'm building you. Like I'm not there yet, but like I'm building you. Every single challenge, every late night, every failure, it's all a part of the process. Like when I look at the future version of myself and think like, oh, like bro, you're gonna thank me for this. So like wanting to be a billionaire isn't about fucking like sipping on goddamn gold bottles and endless luxury. It's about becoming a warrior with a fucking sword in my hand, constantly climbing uphill, you know? It's about chasing the horizon that's like it's like endless. And money is just a byproduct of the journey. The real prize is the person that I'll be when I get there and the person that I see myself becoming in the process of this whole journey. So that's the overarching goal.
That level of ambition has to come from somewhere deeper. And speaking of deeper meaning, tell me about that hustle tattoo. What does it mean to you?
Oh man, this right here, see that? Fuck man, like this tattoo, it means everything to me. I got this in February or March of 2023, right after probably the hardest year of my life, I'd say. You know, friendships, relationships, businesses, everything just fell apart. Things went from 0 to 100, then came crashing right back to 0. And it was a time that tested me in a way that, fuck, bro, I'd never been tested before. And when I found myself in that rubble and all the dust settled, the one thing that remained a constant was the hustle. And for me, the hustle is a dedication to excellence. It's not just about grinding and working hard, it's about showing up every fucking day, no matter the circumstance, and committing to doing things well. Bitching and complaining about the hard shit doesn't change the fact you still have to do the hard shit. Because adversity is simply the price of growth. Without it, you don't change, you don't improve, and you don't fucking level up. And my life has always been about leveling up. But to do that, bro, you need discipline. You need loyalty to the process. And that's what the tattoo reminds me of. It reminds me of who I am and what I'm committed to. It's not about success, but it's more so refusing to be defeated and just roll over and die like a fucking loser, bro. Because a motherfucker like me, bro, no matter what I'm doing, just know that I'm hustling. Like, bro, when I started my first business, do you think I was passionate about cleaning dirty fucking shoes? Hell no. But my mindset wasn't, I need to find my passion. It was, bro, I need to prove to myself that I can be excellent. But, you know, passion, like, it doesn't come first. The work does. The hustle does. Because when you start something, you fucking suck. And nobody likes to suck. Well, I mean, no, but like what I mean is, bro, you don't like something until you're good at it. And you don't get good at it until you've done the boring, monotonous, repetitive bullshit long enough to master it. And then if you stick with it, you know, long enough, you create that passion. And people be like, yo, I can't do that. I'm not passionate. Shut up, bruv.
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
Like, bro, to win, you don't need to give a fuck about what the work is, you know? Like, for me, I didn't give a fuck what the work was. Whether it was scrubbing shoes, studying to be a doctor, fucking playing Fortnite, flipping clothes, making fucking TikToks. I don't care. The work itself didn't matter. What mattered to me, and what will always matter to me, is doing it well. Because, yo, when you show up every day, like day in and day out, and you treat every small task like it's worth everything, because it fucking is, dude, the process is a win. Because that grind is sharpening you. And if you can fall in love with that, oh man, I promise you, that is the purest form of love. I don't give a fuck what no one says. And that form of love, no one can take from you. So, you know, like me just putting this tattoo on my finger is, it isn't just like symbolic. It's literal and figurative play on what I'm truly about. You know, it's a vow. It's a daily reminder of my commitment to the hustle and my commitment to becoming my higher self. And you know, like when you get married, through sickness and health, through triumph and defeat, I'm married to it. And to cheat on this hustle is frankly to cheat on myself, to betray myself. And it's just my way of saying that, yo, no matter what, I'm all in all the way till the fucking grave.
You've clearly put a lot of meaning into your journey. But let's shift gears to one of your biggest public moments, your viral promposal. What's the full story behind that?
Oh my days. The $1 million question, isn't it? Alright. Before we start this, I'm actually gonna need to catch my breath here. Sip some water. So, like, yo, you guys have seen the video, the choreo, the crowd, it's all there. But bro, now let me give you the unfiltered real spill. Like, this could deadass be its own documentary, but bro, I'll give it to you straight. Whew, alright, strap in. So, it's early 2022, technically my grade 12 year, but by then I wasn't even like in school. because, you know, like I technically finished school by the end of grade 11. Like I had all my IB credits, you know, I was sitting on 26, 27, so like need a couple more to graduate, and then like enrolled into virtual school, graduated early, told my family like, yo, basically I'm not going to university to be a doctor, I got something bigger, man, yeah? But yeah, at this point of 2022, I had like a year to prove that, yo, like holy fuck, like yo, this kid's not insane. So I locked in on 3 things: Staydripped, my Fortnite career, and basically my first steps into content creation. So Staydripped was running for a couple years now, but yo, I just started to like kind of pop off. I built it up to like 8,000 followers, and my TikToks were hitting like 50K, 100K views pretty consistently, and Fortnite was making decent progress. So everything was looking pretty promising until it fucking wasn't. So by the end of March, I got too excited, bro. I over leveraged myself. I made some very poor investments, you know, some dumb plays, and bro, in the span of 2 weeks, I lost almost all of my fucking capital. I was down 30 fucking bands. To make things worse, bro, in Fortnite, I'd spend 8 to 10 hours every day, bro, grinding my aim, my mechanics, my builds, bro. 90s were being cranked, brother. VOD reviewing, studying these pros, strategies, just to fall short every fucking time, bro. And I'd spend a year stacking all that bread only to lose it all in 12 days. And yo, like, I just felt like I was completely fucking drowning. And like, my dreams of hitting that 100K vanished like that. Like, I was fucking pissed, bro. Like, I was down to my last 9K in my account and I had no idea what to do. No plan, no nothing. That felt like absolute rock bottom. But in that moment of desperation, is when my mind started working overtime. And that's when I saw it, bro, just scrolling or on a regular day. Prom. But you know, this wasn't just any prom season. 2022 was a very special year. And you know why? Because it was the first real prom season post-COVID. Like, schools were back. Like, no one was like really wearing masks anymore, other than weirdos. There was no restriction. Like, there was no restrictions. And on top of that, TikTok was like reaching its peak users. Like, it went from fucking like 300 like million to like 1.4 billion fucking like users, and it officially became the app. And like, bro, I was seeing promposals trending everywhere. Even the most basic ones were pulling fucking crazy views. So I'm sitting here asking myself like, yo, what the hell is going on? And that's when it hit me. We want what we can't have. But after all these years of isolation, people were craving this like iconic communal high school moment, which is like prom, you know? And I was like, yo, why is this such a big deal in movies and TV shows? But that's because it isn't just a dance, bro. It's a symbol. It's like a last hurrah before you like open the next chapter of your life. You know, it's a symbol of freedom, of like, you know, being a kid one last time. So I saw this opportunity, and that's when I realized like, yo, like, I'm not gonna just do a promposal. I'm gonna stage the biggest one anyone has ever seen. And this was the perfect medium for me to launch Staydripped like fucking globally. So like, I really, bro, really needed this shit to work. So it began. I started scheming. I went full Michael Schofield mode, and like I started assessing all my strengths. I was like, all right, like, yo, how can I pull this together? You know, okay, cool. Let's look at it. You know, I'm a good-looking guy. I know how to dance. I know how to perform. My friends know how to dance. I know how to coordinate people. I know how to attract a crowd. Like, I kind of know how to design things. Like, I kind of know how to make content. But most importantly, I know how to fucking sell. So I'm there, broke on my last 9K. I'm like, fuck it. Put 6K into a camera setup. Put 3K onto like hoodie inventory. And then I bet everything on this one fucking idea, bro. Like, I went completely all in. I was all the way fucking in. Like, I designed the hoodies, sourced the manufacturers, learned how to use the camera, taught my boys how to film, got the whole thing choreographed. Brother, that whole month, oh my fucking God, I don't think I've ever worked hard in my life. Like, I spent 14 hours every single day grinding, simultaneously listening to How to Get Rich by Naval and How to Take Over the World. Like, religiously religiously, bro, and I was just working out every little detail of how this was gonna go down. But there was one big problem. I didn't have a fucking girl to ask, you know? But through the searching, I was like, yo, shit, like, who would I ask? We found one. And for the sake of this story, let's call her Sarah. So, you know, like, we've been friends for a couple years, you know, talked here and there, little bit risen, nothing serious. And she seemed like the perfect fit. So I hit her up, I'm like, yo, like, you want to go to prom? And she's like, yeah, like, why not? So once I got that green light, it was full steam ahead. So, like, initially, like, this prom, like, this, like, whole thing was supposed to happen with a whole different girl, like that Sarah girl, and like at a whole different school. And I was actually gonna ask her to prom. But anyways, back to the moment, like, now that we like I had this girl, and I started assigning everyone their roles, and like we were good to go. So once I finalized all the details, like, I consulted my like uncle. I was like, yo, like, yada yada yada, this what's up. And he laughingly said to me, he's like, yo, you should get rejected, that'll be much better content. And dude, like, I'm a pretty ballsy motherfucker, but even for me, I was like, yo, chill, like, that's crazy. Who the fuck do you know has ever been rejected at prom? Especially publicly, dude. He's like, yeah, exactly. That's why this will definitely blow. So, like, I wasn't entirely sold on this, but I just slipped it into the back pocket in it. And yeah, so we just kept moving forward. So mind you, I had told Sarah that, yeah, I'm gonna pull up on the 27th, like, yeah, I'm gonna launch Staydripped as its own brand, like, I'm gonna hold this big event, so make sure you're there. And she was like, yo, like, what the fuck, of course, you know, like, you're killing with Staydripped, like, I'm so proud of you, like, so much, like, you've grown so much, like, I'm excited to see you, it's been so long, you know, like, just a regular shit. And like, I'm like, yeah, like, much love, you know, it's gonna be lit. So, like, this was supposed to be a fucking, like, real life surprise for her. But 3 days before the real promposal, shit hits the fucking fan. So listen to this. Sarah's best friend, okay? Let's call her Emma. She got wind of this plan. And you wanna know how? Brother. Emma's boyfriend ran some James Bond level espionage, dude, bro. This motherfucker did the most to find out all these different fucking details from all these different sources just to sabotage the plan, bro. I'm not even kidding. They were like real life evil forces working against me. But yo, that's how I knew I was fighting the good fucking fight. So anyways, Emma calls me, and mind you, Emma has her own grudge against me, which is a long ass story we don't have time for. But oh my goodness, I've never been yo, fuck, bro. This girl gaslit me at such a high level, I couldn't even mad at her. Like, I just got completely fucked. So then, like, yo, the moment, like, we hung up, she ran straight to Sarah and spilled everything, and the surprise was ruined, and everything was fucking ruined, bro. Like, I just knew it was GG's right there. Because, mind you, I was talking to Sarah, like, casually, like, basically every day, like, going up to that, like, the fucking, like, promposal. After that phone call, crickets. And she ghosted me. So, like, I'm sitting there in fucking disbelief because I just spent this whole month grinding my ass off to have the actual girl I was gonna ask to fucking prom ghost me 3 days before this was all going down. So, yo. And, like, bro, in, like, the span of 3 hours, I went through all 5 stages of grief. Like, and then I'm like, yo, fuck this. I picked up the phone, I called the gang, I was like, yo, listen, I got good news and I got bad news. The bad news is Sarah's out of the picture. But the good news is this shit's still going down. And everyone's tripping like, brother, there's 3 days left. How the fuck are you gonna do this? And I was like, yo, told you I'm gonna figure it out. So I'm gonna figure it the fuck out. Everyone knew, like, everyone literally thought, go ask him, like, bro, this guy is crazy as fuck. But yo, I didn't care. In my mind, I'm like, yo, I have $0 in my bank account, bro. I'm already down 30 bands, and I just put my last 9 into this shit. So I don't know what or how, but this is gonna be the biggest prom video that anyone has ever seen. And bro, I'm making 50 bands no matter what. Like, failure was simply not an option. So then I called my uncle again with the update, and he said the same thing. He's like, yo, this is like a fire opportunity, because imagine doing all this and she says no. Everyone would lose their mind. And what do you know? He was right. Dude, rejection is drama. Like, it's peak, bro. Like, and people cannot just look away from that drama. And I'm like, yo, fuck it, what do I have to lose? But then my mind starts firing on all cylinders, you know, like I'm there, I'm cranking, I'm like studying rejection in history. And I started studying this, like humanity's obsession with painful attainment. Shout out Dan Carlin. And in his episode, he basically like says something along the lines of like, yo, let's say if YouTube were to stream a public execution or some shit, everyone would like condemn it because like, yo, it's unethical. Yet like everyone would fucking watch it because like we're drawn to such extreme drama. And that's also kind of how the popularity of certain content online, like, you know, like our lols, they're basically a modern manifestation of this age-old human tendency that we just have. So in addition to that, remember how I said I'm religiously listening to How to Get Rich by Naval, which is also pinned on my fucking wall over there. He says something. He says this quote: "We are socially hardwired to not fail in public under our own names." And that is the exact same thing that I tweeted the day of the promposal. Go fucking check the receipts, bro. But that was fucking plan B. So I picked up my fucking phone, called my female friends, and I'm like, yo, listen. I need you to find me a girl. I don't care if she's a fucking gremlin. I just need a girl to walk away. So, bro, after a day of scrambling, luckily we found someone. And on top of that, God bless, she wasn't a gremlin. She was a fucking rock star, bro. Super cool, super down for the fucking plan, and just ready to rock and roll. So, huge shout out to her. Much love. And so then the day of the promposal, we pull up, nail the choreo, stage the rejection to absolute perfection, bro. Every single detail, bro. From the fucking flowers to the money to then even the cleanup to the leaf to, bro, just everything perfect. And within literal minutes, brother, the wildfire began. The video was fucking everywhere. And like, yo, we all knew it was gonna bang. But bro, there's no way anyone can prepare you for that. Like, we're sitting here refreshing my page, and every minute and like every refresh is like another 100,000 views. It's like news outlets, meme pages, everyone and their mom was talking about it, bro. That weekend alone, I made over 25 bands. And like the original goal was, yo, listen, sell out the hoodies, make one viral video, and move on. But after seeing that wildfire spread, I realized like, yo, like I can take this further. So I was like, yo, fuck, like how do we keep this train going? Then like that following Monday, so the first one happened on Friday, this following Monday, we did a second promposal with a different school, different girl, different dance choreo, bro. We pulled up, took care of business as per usual, you know what I'm saying? And then at the end, like, yo, I remembered everyone is just like, all this commotion just goes down. Like I just got everyone's attention like real quick, and I just dropped on like raw shit.
Everybody saw me in front of millions of people. Catch an L. I just want to let everyone know. In life, you catch L. Everyone gets stopped.
And I was like, don't trip, and everyone's like yelling Staydripped, and bro, like I walked off and I was like, yo, I'm him, you know? So then like, yo, that second promposal video like goes off too, and these Instagram pages are posting it saying like, oh, yo, the same kid comes back and like now he's completed the arc type shit. And yo, out of all people, fucking Drake sees this and likes one of these posts. Dude, like I didn't even know that. Someone ended up sending me a screenshot of that. I'm like, what the fuck? I took that screenshot, posted on my story. 60-something thousand people saw that. And in addition to that, at the same time, that motivational video almost had 1 million views in like a day. Like everyone in the comments switching up on me, glazing me. But I didn't give a fuck anyways, bro. Love me or hate me, go get yourself a fucking hoodie, bro, you know?
Businessman.
But like, yo, that was just too much motion. So I just upped the prices from 111 to 135. And yo, them hoodies was selling like crack, bro. Like by the end of that week, I cleared over 100K, like just like within that 7-day span. And fuck, bro, like even though I had all this delusional confidence in this like single idea, bro, like when I actually did it at the end of it, and like every order is like packed, shipped, and delivered, I was in genuine disbelief. Like I won't lie, I was like, yo, what the fuck did I just do? Like I had gone from rock bottom to one of the craziest highs ever. Every single detail just clicked like it was just meant to be. This random idea that I had which was born out of pure desperation, turned into the fucking, like, one of the biggest wins of my life. But that's the moral of the story, bro. You're gonna get rich by accident if you keep hustling on purpose. Like, you have the power to create your own luck. Fuck, bro, I'm living proof of that. Like, this wasn't just some fucking promposal, bro. It was living proof that if you play your cards right, you can turn any idea into a moment. And then you can turn that moment into a fucking movement. And that's what the fuck happened, you feel me? So yeah, like, why did I stage the promposal? Because, dude, when you're down to your last dollar, you don't fold. You don't wait for a miracle. You bet it all on yourself. And me, bro, I always bet on me. So you know what I'm saying? Just remember these 3 words. Don't trip. Stay drip, baby. And there you have it, bro. That's the full fucking breakdown, man. I know, finally. It's been 2 years of the build-up, but bro. Fuck. That's the full story, bro. That's how it all went down. Like, that ass, yo, that shit could literally be its own documentary, bro. Like, I don't even know if this explanation did it justice, bro. That shit was too fun.
That promposal had all the style and flair we've come to expect from you. Speaking of style, your wallpapers are always a talking point in your comments. Can you break down the thought process behind them?
Yeah, I have a lot of wallpapers still, but like, yo, as far as back as I can remember, I've always had like something on my wall. Like, even when I was a kid, I used to steal books from the library, which never got caught once, by the way. But yo, especially these sports magazines, like, kind of books, and for example, it'd be a picture of like Kobe, and under that would be like his stats, and then like under that is like a little article, but like I just ripped that out and like I just pin it on my wall. But I just do that with a bunch of different type of athletes. It'd be all over my walls. But throughout the years, it's been like different bits and pieces, like areas of my room that have evolved, like as I've evolved. And fundamentally, it's just like a source of inspiration and energy for me to harness, you know. But every single thing that you see here has been like meticulously designed to like paint paint a bigger picture, you could say. See what I did there? No. Okay.
Alright, so I guess it's time I give y'all that full room tour, and we're gonna start off with, of course, my wall of legends. On the left, we have this beautiful canvas artwork of the one and only Black Mamba, aka Kobe Bean Bryant, and this one isn't too symbolic, more so just a really nice piece of art. Moving along, we got probably my favorite poem of all time, The Rose That Grew from the Concrete. This was my first ever poster that I bought with my own money when I was 13 or 14, and I remember it was probably 50 bucks, but I also remember saving up like a whole year for it, and I love the rawness of the handwriting. That was the first thing that really drew me in. And Brampton is also known as the Flower City, so that kind of just ties it all together and makes this poem hit closer to home. And last, but certainly not least, we got the iconic 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying poster.
And yeah, I remember watching this movie when I was like, I don't know, 12 or 13. And look at this. It's the actual wallpaper on my phones too. And bro, deadass, this movie changed my life, no cap. So that's just a motto. Get rich or die trying, you know what it is. And now you might be asking, what the fuck is this tape on the wall? So I actually put up pictures on the screen right now, but this is basically like when I'm editing videos. So like I have these sticky notes right here. So when I'm editing videos, I basically like go through them and I write down, okay, yo, like what actually needs to happen. And then this is like act 1, this is act 2, this is act 3, because usually the videos will follow in that 3-act structure. So it's just how I can like reorganize everything and just put it all together. Now moving on to the main wall right here is one of my favorite quotes from the Mamba himself.
Learn to love the hate. Embrace it. Enjoy it. You earned it. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and everyone should have one about you. Haters are a good problem to have. Nobody hates the good ones. They only hate the great ones. And that's why he's the GOAT. Now, right beside that are these 3 posters, and these are actually the oldest posters in the room. I got these about 4 or 5 years ago, and they have a hidden feature. Check this out.
So like if I hit this,
And it's actually connected by magnets on the back. And to be honest, these three can just sum up who I am as a person. The first one says, everyone wants to eat, but few are willing to hunt. And the vision without execution is hallucination. And nobody cares, work harder. And these are just a bunch of tweets. If you don't know, Twitter is my favorite app. YouTube is definitely a close second, but Twitter is just amazing, bro. It is literally the only app that I used to do any scrolling on. But what I did was I hand carved my feed with just inspirational, motivational, and educational things, and it covers a wide variety of topics, a lot of paradoxical topics, to be honest. Some say to slow down and plan, and others tell me you're not planning, you're just wasting time. But both are right at their own respective times. Like, I dead ass printed them out and like on a black Bristol board, fucking glued them on. Literally, look at this. Cut them out and just pasted them onto the wall right here. So I just have these here to give me that perspective when I'm lacking it. And this right here is something I put together. If you remember what I said in my Hi Me in 6 months video, I said I was gonna like pin this quote on the wall. So this is a quote from Friedrich Nietzsche, which says, "I know of no greater life purpose than to perish in attempting the great and impossible." And I told y'all in that video, bro, what a fucking banger. So I had to put it on my wall. So this whole thing is just some Nietzsche, some Goggins with my own little spin to it. Shout out my guys at the Canvas Stop for cooking this up. But it's fully custom designed by yours truly, you know, Lico signature in the bottom. And I usually sleep on this side of the bed almost every night. So I read this before I sleep, and I read this when I wake up. So it's a daily reminder right here. And right above this are my main goals. So this is the new journey that I'm embarking on. And one day I'm going to get the actual plaques and replace them with the paper. But you got to visualize success before you get it, because drive without direction is just pointless. And then we have my bookshelf, and on the other side of the bookshelf are just more tweets. But this right here is the most legendary Twitter thread of all time, and only the real G's know about this. If you haven't listened to this, I promise you it'll change your fucking life, because I promise you it changed mine. So much so that I literally printed it and put it on my wall. But yeah, so more tweets here. You can pause the video if you want to read them all. And here are some more tweets. Hey yo, right here we have a special one from my dog. From my dog. Read that. Obsession makes discipline easy. Come on, what do you know about that? I see motherfucking manic, boy. And then door. Literally, I fucking wrote this. I just got this made. I actually just put this up. Solid core. Listen to this. Sound like luxury. But I'm actually gonna do some super fire shit here. I got a crazy design in mind. That's literally why I have back written there. But stay tuned for that for sure. Oh, and then last but not least, look at this. Hold on. See that? It's like, it's super fire because Breaking Bad is one of my favorite shows of all time. So then, like, you know, that little HU. It's actually like the compound. Super fire. Take this in. I literally just bought this like yesterday in the middle of, so I was editing this exact video that you guys are seeing. Yo, my PC just got cooked. So my old graphics card wasn't working. So I literally went ahead. I had to grab a new graphics card, 4080 Super, and then like a 850-watt power supply. See, I ain't gonna lie to you, the fucking setup. I literally basically, this exact case that I have, I basically built a brand new PC. Like every single thing in here is replaced. So in this, I'm running the Ryzen 9 7950X paired with the MSI GeForce RTX 4080 Super Gaming X Slim. Yes, I know, my virginity levels have been maximally restored. And then just some Corsair fans, and the AIO is the NZXT X53. But yo, I definitely have to replace this soon. Man, let me actually tell y'all a story about this right here. Literally installing, so I was trying to, so listen to this. I was actually updating this, right? So I had to change the power supply, so I was plugging in all the new cables, and this AIO cooler wouldn't turn on. And I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? Everything is plugged in here, but yo, take this in. So this little fucking dog shit wire, oh my god, focus. Because I got a new power supply, I had to plug everything back in here.
So when I turned this on, everything was booting, but the CPU was overheating. Obviously, because this AIO cooler like wasn't properly turning on. Like the fans were spinning, but it wasn't turning on. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So first I take off this AIO and look at this. This thumb screw, bro. I broke it by accident because I was trying to take it off. I was like, yo, maybe it's a thermal paste. It wasn't that. What it ended up being, bro? This little fucking stupid ass wire over here. It runs through the back all the way there, some whatever, and it was disconnected. And I spent like an hour trying to figure it out. Ended up breaking this. Literally. Oh my god. Just because of one wire. So that AIO cooler is gonna be changed. Because that's gonna be changed, I'm gonna get a bigger radiator. Because I'm gonna get a bigger radiator, I'm gonna just need to get another case. So at that point, then every single thing is brand new. So yeah, I guess I accidentally have just one by one just upgraded everything. Like I just get angry when my PC starts running slow, so I was like, yo, fuck this. Let's buy something new.
And you see this RGB MSI logo. For those of you who don't know what MSI is, it basically means more sex impossible.
And you know, little bit decor. So yo, this actually used to be inside my PC, like my first ever one. But little Tupac bobblehead thing. If you can't tell, you know. I'm a pretty big Tupac fan. Yeah, so then on this wall, I got my little goals, the way that I want funds allocated. But yo, it's a little smudge. But yo, 250K a month. That's what I gotta do. YouTube video every Tuesday, no compromises. But ain't gonna cap, bro. Fucking these 2 weeks been compromised. But yo, don't worry, trust me. This video is gonna be the Thursday or Friday for sure. And then boom, you're gonna be there. And then right here, oh bro, this is a legendary receipt right here, fam. This is me at Costco. Card declined not once, bro, but twice. See that? I was just trying to get some chicken. I was just trying to bulk on a budget, dog. 52 bucks. I have it in my account. It's fucked. I was actually really broke still. It actually went from ups, downs, but look at that. So January 14th of 2023. But then, don't worry, bro. That money hit the account. The money hit the account, bro. 16 bands. Took that 16 bands from January. That was literally like 10 days later, 9 days later. Went from there, put it into the business, bro. Staydripped Limited. But the band's unlimited.
Businessman.
And what else I got? Okay, right here is Alejandro. But this is just a little keychain thingy that I got from some Arizona gas station, you know? Just a little nice. Little nice. And then in the corner, we got our boy Glorious. With a fat stacks, you know what I'm saying? Like tell me that's not a banger picture, dog. Get Richard I trying with a fat stacks right there. And then right above this, you got your boy, Young Jerry. See, that's not Jerry, bro. That's Jeff Dash right there, dog. Bro, you look at me. I was pimping. I had that shit on, bro. Even when I was 3 years old. You know what? If I'm pulling up to school, preschool, looking like this, yo, during lunch, during snack time, me and your girl definitely sharing them apples, boy. Come on. And then moving forward. Okay, wait. Before we actually move forward, look at this, bro. Hold on. Tell me that's not fire, boy. Oh my god. Come on. Anyways, right here I got my little to-do list thing. I got like my phones, my little charging station thing. And then this is usually my queue of books that I'm reading right now. So right now, you know, Smart Brevity, The Art of Learning. Then this is what's down the list. And then I basically just switch them up based on like how I'm feeling. And then of course, or even a fucking gamer if you ain't got no Red Bull on you. And little Philo coaster action going on. So I keep this beautiful custom 10-foot butcher block, which I literally actually like you see this side is gapping a little. It's a little murked. But bro, on this side, look at it. It's fire. It's like fucking almost fully blessed and all the way around the thing. Finished, beautiful desk, custom made with me and my mama. And just gotta protect it, you know. So using also some wood coasters here, but then we got this poster thing. Bro, look at this. Fucking Diddy watching me sleep, bro. Oh my god. This fucker just in the fucking shadows lurking. God damn. And right above this, we got my great-great-grandfather, Martyr, Banta Singh, Top G. Yo, my closet right now, bro, that's literally the moving sound blanket thing. I gotta get a lot of I'm making mad changes to it. It's actually gonna look super duper fire. I gotta reorganize everything. It's all stripped down. But how about this, man? How about the Pizza Nova box? Legendary. This is my everyday 11 p.m. If you know, you know. Got the fucking alarm on that phone that goes off 11 p.m. Get my Pizza Nova order in. $13.27 for like 2,200 calories, 88 grams of protein. Brother, come on, man. Balking on a budget, cuz? Come on. But yeah, this is the room. Y'all caught it 4K, bro. Exclusive.
You clearly pay attention to the details, even in your aesthetics. But that makes me wonder, how do you stay so locked in and avoid falling into the scrolling trap like the rest of us?
Yo, I used to be in the same boat, bro. Like mindlessly scrolling, wasting time, lollygagging. But bro, to be honest, breaking a phone addiction isn't just about discipline. I've learned it's actually just making it as difficult as possible for you to be an NPC. And bro, trust me, like I went down a very deep rabbit hole trying to figure this out. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. So okay. Let's start with your brain here. So okay. Now mind you, I'm not no neuroscientist. I'm just an avid listener to Dr. Andrew Huberman's podcast. So basically makes me the same. I'm basically neuro. I basically got a degree. No, I'm playing. Don't listen to me. But anyways, this is just my 2 cents. So you see our brain, the prefrontal cortex. This is a part of your brain that's responsible for focus, impulse control, and decision making. And our phones overstimulate this area, and it trains it to like expect constant dopamine hits. That's why you fucking feel like, yo, I have ADHD, when really you're just bored and you're looking for some instant gratification. That's just because of the way that this part of your brain has been trained, you know? And it's not 100% you, it's also how these apps are designed to keep you hooked, bro. They're worth billions of dollars, trillions of dollars even, for a fucking reason. So yo, like I tried this whole dopamine detox thing, like, you know, deactivated my accounts, thought I'd come back a fucking enlightened being or some shit, but it lasted like 3 days. And that's because, bro, like if your environment is trash, like your brain rot feed, you come back detoxing without fixing the root of the problem. Dude, what the fuck is the point? So how I fixed it was realizing that, yo, it's not about avoiding the phones or these apps. It's about using them differently. So I built a system, obviously, brick upon brick. And the first phase was to fucking, I put this away. So yo, the first phase was to, yo, just clean up the environment, bro, that social environment. And the second phase was to build a new one. So yeah, I started by just cleaning up my fucking feed, bro. Like I just unfollowed everyone, like who added no value to my life. Like bro, random ass people that I hadn't talked to in 5 years, random ass influencers. Like bro, fuck off, bro. Delete it. And I was like, yo, why am I consuming their life? Like I don't even know you. So that single thing just eliminated a lot of clutter and it drastically decreased the distraction. And then I disabled all my notifications. So even if my phone's on D&D, like, bro, it's kind of a cheat code. Like, you can still see, you can like still screen the notifications. You just check it, like, okay, yo, you know what the fuck is up. But bro, this way, no buzzes, no pops, like, no nothing. Like, and I took it a step further by even logging out of all my socials, like, after I use them. So even if I wanted to check my phone, bro, there's nothing to check. And then the third thing that I did was, yo, I removed these apps from my home screen. So like, let's say I log in and like I want to doom scroll, bro, now I have to open my phone, search for the app, fucking click the app, log in, and bro, that's just like too much work to watch some fucking TikToks, you know? And then to ensure that even if I did end up doing all that, like I added a 30-minute time limit, so if I actually did get hooked, bro, it would just cut me off. So then, like, that was the first phase, and that's like a very fundamental thing, you know? So once I cleaned up that digital environment, I started creating a better one. So I made fresh, like, alt accounts on every platform, like, especially Twitter, and I only followed like positive and educational and motivational content. So now even if I did scroll, like it would only be through a feed of like inspiration and creativity and valuable insights. So like this is something that I highly recommend doing. Like this is NPC proofing your phone. Dead ass, bro. So then like remember how I was talking about this beautiful frontal lobe? Bro, our brain needs this stimulus, bro. So instead of fucking like just cutting it off, I just replaced it with better and healthier habits, which is just reading. Like it seems complicated, but it's pretty simple. So look at this. Before, here's what would happen. Before, I'd feel bored, which is the cue. Then I'd pick up my phone, which is the action. Then I'd get a quick dopamine hit, which is the reward. But now, I'll feel bored, which is the cue. Then, instead of picking up my phone, I pick up a fucking book. Then, instead of getting a quick dopamine hit, I get a deeper like satisfaction from like learning. And either if it's like a fiction book, I'll escape into the story, right? Which is a reward. So books became my escape, like not my phone. And over time I stopped just craving this like short burst of dopamine from scrolling, and like I genuinely look forward to just disappearing and reading for hours and hours and hours on end. And this is something even I never thought would happen, you know? And then you look at it from a content creation lens, bro, this shift changes how I see social media now. And like, it's like I have two accounts, right? One is to consume inspiration, and the other is to just like post content. So one is for collecting ideas, and one is for posting ideas. And it's a very clear boundary. And then once you do this, bro, you'll never look at social media the same ever again. And bro, in the past like 3.5 years, I have never thought I'm so excited to doom scroll on TikTok today. But bro, I promise you, I've lost count of how many times I've been like, yo, fuck, like yo, I got a new book, like, I'm excited to read this shit. Like today, like right now, I'm about to fucking post this video. I'm gonna hit the gym, hit sauna, eat, shower, read, and then fucking sleep, bro. Boom. It's just very simple. It's just no distractions. There's no wasted time. It's just a routine that keeps me locked in. So like, yo, dude, listen, it's not about quitting your phone entirely. It's just about replacing it with something healthier, something better. And then you just add friction and you make it as difficult as possible for you to just slip into old shitty habits. And then you make it as easy as possible and you remove that friction to do the proper things and for you to lock in. So that's that, try it out and see how it goes.
That level of discipline is rare, especially these days. But let's talk about something that takes even more mental discipline. How do you handle toxic relationships?
This is a banger. This is a good one. This is a good one. So let me tell y'all, bro, toxic relationships are like a drug. Crazy high and a brutal crash. But the truth is though, we're often drawn to what hurts us the most. Like it sounds fucked, but dude, like for a lot of people, like, yo, that chaos feels familiar. And like for some of us, like those early messy relationships that we had growing up, whether it was with our parents, caregivers, or whoever like programmed us to mistake this instability for fucking like passion, that's why like you're attracted to the person who breaks you, or the person who could like bring you like a real life peace feels boring. But then you wonder why the fuck you're single. Anyways, though. Okay, but listen to me. If a little girl saw her dad get drunk and yell at her mom, or worse, her innocent little mind is gonna start developing and associate that with love and familiarity. So now she's growing up and constantly trying to pick fights and arguments in her relationships. But that's because what she's really looking for is familiarity. And this is what is her definition of love, And there's like so many different examples of this. But the point I'm trying to make here is that you can't hate someone and understand them at the same time. Now, let's not lie to ourselves, bro. There's an excitement to toxic people. They bring that energy, that drama, that intensity. It's fucking addictive. Trust me, I've been there, done that. Probably some of the fucking most fun I've had in my life was with these toxic people. But here's the thing. Toxic people are like monsters, and all monsters feed off something. When you try to understand these people, especially toxic ones, you'll see how they operate on chaos for fun. Because they're getting something out of it. Attention, power, control, or whatever the fuck feeds them. And how you deal with it is by cutting off the supply. Find out what they're feeding off of and cut it off. And once you cut off their power source, they'll start to self-destruct or leave. It's like, bro, you flip the switch off to their entire game. And dude, let's keep it a stack. If someone's thriving on chaos and they're just habitually creating these toxic environments, bro, treating them with kindness won't save them. When you respect them, they'll treat you like shit. Treat them like shit, and suddenly they're all ears. But that's because low self-esteem people, they operate backwards. They'll mistake these healthy boundaries that you set for control. And then they'll take the kindness that you give them for weakness. But bro, that's their battle, not yours. Don't waste your time trying to fix what's not yours to fix. And don't try to fucking burn yourself trying to put out a fire you didn't start. Because what I've learned is the same qualities that make toxic relationships exciting are the same ones that fucking destroy you. And there's this Arabic poem that I read once. What was it? It was something along the lines of, it's the same rain that you loved that drowned you. And it puts it so perfectly. So sure, yeah, removing them or blocking them is a part of it. But bro, the real work is always going to be on yourself. Because deeper than that, toxic relationships are only thriving because we let them. Is it difficult having uncomfortable conversation with yourself? Yeah, no doubt. But bro, is it worse than fucking feeling manipulated by someone who played on those same insecurities? Yeah, that's what I thought. So you gotta recognize your patterns, break the cycle, and stop romanticizing this fucking chaos and these chaotic ass relationships. And trust me, bro, true peace will not come from avoiding the storms. It's gonna come from learning to stand outside of it, dry, while the storm just fucking rages on just past you. You know what I'm saying?
Dealing with toxicity is one thing, but moving on from a breakup or falling out can feel like a whole other battle. How do you navigate that?
Facts. How do you deal with that? Well, I think the biggest thing that just holds people back is getting stuck in this loop. Every time you think of this person, you start to replay the memories. But because of how it all ended, you kind of feel like you're not allowed to enjoy those moments anymore. But why? Is it because every time you do reminisce, the way that it just kind of fell apart starts to sneak in? Which then overshadows all those good emotions, and it starts to trigger those feelings of rejection and doubt and unworthiness. And then you're fucking left trying to fill the void that they left behind. But then the more you focus on it, the deeper the void gets. And I don't know, there's a lot of ways to deal with it, but I just think the ways that you shouldn't deal with it is just in a dumb ways of looking for fucking validation, bro, trying to hook up with others, bro. And I see a lot of people trying to prove their worth to themselves and to others, but bro, this kind of validation is very fleeting, and it leaves you feeling even emptier, and it's just constantly a cycle of chasing something external to fix what's broken inside. Let's really play this out. Do you think any self-respecting person hears yo, your ex is out here hooking up with XYZ, and that's always the fucking gremlins too, but do you think they're ever hearing this and suddenly they're gonna regret the breakup? No. If anything, that's gonna further validate them, making that they're yo, shit, yo, I made the right call. Meanwhile, the other guy or girl is getting clowned on for disrespecting themselves like that. And their bodies. Because people sometimes just get so blinded by this pain. They don't realize, it's not validation or revenge. That's called self-destruction. And now I'm just speaking to this circumstance because I often find it's the most common path that people go down. So I'm just gonna like just get a little deeper than this. So let me explain why this loop hurts so much. So, the brain, let's pull this bad boy out again. So you see, your brain wires dopamine and memories together like this. You see, these memories are biochemically tied to joy, like happiness. So when you try to use them to resent someone or pity yourself, bro, you're fighting your brain's natural design and you're creating this voluntary suffering. Like, why are you gonna carry that weight when you don't have to? So you have to learn to just forgive. Not because of what they did was right or excusable. Bro, forgiveness frees you. It releases the weight of their actions without forgetting the lessons. You keep the lessons, but like every person that's gonna enter your life is temporary. And they're there to teach you something. And once you've learned that, take it and move forward. But bro, you can't keep moving forward while you're trying to drag the past along with you. And the truest form of revenge is just leveling up. Bro, imagine running into your ex a year later and you're in better shape. You've been taking care of your body, your mind, developing healthier habits, locking in financially, whether that's through school, your career, or fucking business. Oh my God. Bro, now that would make someone sick to their stomach, fam. Because, true revenge isn't about tearing someone else down. It's just about building yourself up so high they can't even reach you. So therefore, I think the best way to just get over any sort of like breakup or falling out is just leveling up, bro. Because success is the only revenge. Let it go. Focus on you. And move forward. You know what I mean? Just move forward.
It sounds like you've gained a lot of wisdom from your relationships. But let's get to the question everyone's dying to know. Are you single?
Whoa. Slow your roll there, partner. Hold on, man. Y'all should know. Bro. What is Kappa say one time? Cue the music.
No, we don't kiss and tell. No, we don't kiss and tell. They wanna know if I link that girl. No, I don't, but her name rings a bell.
But in all seriousness though, whether I'm in a relationship or not, that's not for the net. There's certain people that like enjoy dating publicly, and nothing against them. Once again, it's just not my cup of tea, yeah? Because if you date publicly, you also have to break up publicly. And you have to deal with your issues publicly. Versus, if you date privately, you can break up privately and deal with any issues you may have privately. Like me a real bad man. When I deal with no drama. Especially not no drama with a girl them. In public, man. Like it's a little out of the range, you feel me? And honestly, I don't think it's healthy to have your relationship for public consumption. Like, bro, this isn't a fucking rom-com. This is your life. Like, when you're posting your intimate life all over social media, you're gonna just attract nonsense. Because, let's play it out. You're gonna fucking post something. And then some miserable ass hoe is gonna reply to your story saying, "Oh my God, girl, he treats you so well. Like, I hope every evil eye in your life goes blind." Like, bitch, you is the evil eye. And we all know it. But like, this is just a stupid game. Like, that just leads to unnecessary envy and negativity with a zero upside. Like, no one is fucking happy for you, bro. And fuck, bro, like, when you're doing all that, the relationship isn't even yours. It's a public's. I don't know, man. It just don't really compute. Don't really make sense to me, So, like, I'm not saying like, fuck, don't pull out your phone. Like, I have a media business. It's my literal business to capture moments, But these, like, this is for me and my person and like my friends and family, not for a fucking bunch of strangers on the internet, So like, unless it's my wife, which I don't know. Like, I highly doubt y'all ever know who I'm fucking with. So, one more time.
No, we don't kiss and tell. No, we don't kiss and tell. They wanna know if I link that girl. No, I don't, but her name rings a bell. Yeah, I brought Stan to the beach and SK coming with things as well.
All right, so we've covered relationships, success, and everything in between. To wrap this up, what's your number one piece of advice for anyone watching?
My number one piece of advice. You know, people often say YOLO, you only live once. I disagree. You don't only live once. You only die once. Every day is an opportunity to live and do something great. So dream big. Actually, scratch that. Dream so big it scares the shit out of you. Dream as if failure wasn't even an option. And if you're not willing to die to make your dream a reality, you're not aiming high enough. You should have a mission that just fucking transcends you. You should dream so big that like you have to become a different person. Bro, fuck it. Like multiple different versions of yourself to just accomplish it. And the craziest thing is, you'll never be ready. You just have to start. Even if you're scared, even if you're broke, because it doesn't matter. It ain't gonna happen overnight. You're gonna have to lay bricks every single day. So you might as well start now. Like, at first, you won't impress anyone. But brick by fucking brick, you'll have something real. Then 1 year, 5 years, 10 years later, everyone's wondering, yo, how the fuck did you do it? So, don't trip, dream big, and hustle fucking hard. And with that being said, that brings this 25K Q&A special to a conclusion. If you guys enjoyed this, once again, like, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss a post, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Share the video, do the thing. Much love. Peace.
Oh, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees.
Oh my god.
Get down, bro.
Bro, meri pan.
Ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good.